Today, hi, nice to meet you all. So today this video is basically to explain about how our WhatsApp blasting or Telegram blasting or whatsoever you want to call it, especially for WhatsApp, uh, how the flow is. So basically, when you sign up, will give you a login credential where you can log into the portal, and this portal you can by accessing to this portal you can submit a campaign, meaning you can create your own content, upload pictures, PDF, everything. So once you submit already, basically submit a campaign, our campaign will send to our server here. Okay, so this server is actually located in our office. So in this server, right, we already installed thousands of SIM card in our server. So this SIM card all registered with WhatsApp already. So basically your campaign will go through SIM card one by one. So like for example, two SIM card and then jump plus two message, two SIM card plus two one SIM card plus two message, and then jump to the next SIM card. So the process will go on and on until some of our SIM card get blocked by WhatsApp because due to spamming this and that. And then after that, you see this black line. So we'll go to this. Once we send out already, this message will send out to WhatsApp server first. So this WhatsApp server, right, they will filter it through. All right. So once they filter it through, you will release the information, your content to your recipients. So this is the actual process. So this server itself, right, have a lot of restrictions because they want to prevent spam. So WhatsApp will then carefully like using an artificial intelligence to scan through your content, as well as your content, as well as the speed of sending out. So whether the message from the same number is repetitively or not. So things like that. So over here we install thousands of SIM cards. So it's very hard to repeat at a certain given any point of period of time. So basically, this SIM card, like for example, I've given a this scenario. In this scenario, there are three SIM cards here. You only send out to three recipients. So there could probably be more. So what happened is, you will encounter some of the issues such as some recipient did not receive the message. Like for example, SIM card A, the red color arrow, did not receive the message because it's blocked by WhatsApp and Signal, WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever server it is. So it's blocked by this server, and then the message cannot get through. So, but this message get through because the second SIM card which is sent out able to get through. So in this scenario, we wouldn't know which recipient received and which recipient fail to receive. So because we are not using an official API from these companies, so this is the reason why we are when we generate a report, right? This report right here, the report that we generate, right? We're only able to capture successfully how many numbers, how many messages we have sent out from here, the Yaris server, to WhatsApp server or Telegram server, Line server, Zalo server, or Signal server right here. How many numbers we have sent out successfully here. So whether we can see this information from example here, or here, we do not have a bird's eye view on this because we do not have the API access from them, and they would not want to give it to us because this kind of method, right, advertising method, is considered spamming in their point of view. So unless this policy has changed for these companies, we are unable to do anything about it. All right. So basically, this is usually at this point of time, this is very particular. All right, for just to have everyone to have an understanding what to expect using this service. All right. So a lot of our clients also using this service and treat it as a cost for acquisition. Like for example, meaning that to say that to solve this issue, you have to send out multiple times, a lot of times. So when you send out multiple times, like for example, you submit first campaign, you go through this here. So you do not know whether this is received or not. So the only way is to put your own number in the list. So if your number received, meaning you can safely assume that you have actually received. all your customer also receive it. So if you did not, if your number did not receive, meaning some of customer did not receive it. However, you still need to send out the campaign, resubmit a second campaign, then the process will repeat again. So until the point where you receive your campaign. So whenever the first campaign you submit, you spend, let's say, about 100 credits, and then second campaign you submit also 100 credit. Okay, so becomes 200 credit. So meaning to say that the cost per acquisition is increasing. So it's similar. It is the same method as compared to Google Ads, Facebook Ads, where, like for example, take example Google. They mentioned Google Ads that they mentioned they have an amount of click inside. Let's example Google fake click. Okay. So Google did mention about the invalid clicks. So even Google has encountered many robots of having clicks. So maybe, for example, you spend about 1,000 ringgit. Then the amount of click in Google AdWords, it shows you that it's 1,000 clicks. But when you check back on Google Analytics, you only have, let's say, 500 users during that month. So does this mean that Google is lying? No, actually it's an invalid click. So it's same. Every industry has its own limitations. So same goes to our industries. So even Facebook, some say that after they advertise, it doesn't work. So they keep on advertise, and then the cost keep on increasing. And then each time when they increase, every time they secure a customer, the cost per acquisition is increasing. So actually, it's the same method. It's a same method of how everything works here. So we as an advertiser, we should know that we have to treat this as a how do I say this? We have to treat it as a progressive, it's a limitation of advertising industries. Okay, so the only solution you need to put is your number in your list. So once your number receives the message, you can safely assume that everyone received, because by this time you already sent out multiple times. And then once this is done, in 24 hours from the black color arrow here, we will complete it within 24 hours. So once it is done, the server we will actually, from this database, from this here reports, we are able to know how many credit we need to refund to you. Okay, based on this report, we will refund you the credit. So meaning that those number fail to send out from Yaris server to WhatsApp server over here, meaning we will refund you the credit. So the reason you fail to receive is the only reason is because the number is not registered in WhatsApp. It's not does not register in WhatsApp. That's why it cannot detect WhatsApp. So and then you refund the credit back in 24 hours to you. So of course, our database, we will delete our database every day for privacy protections. So this is done automatically by server every night, 12 a.m. Malaysia time or Singapore time, 6 GMT. So our SLA level, as mentioned here, is 24 hours. So I hope that this clarifies most of the understanding and most of the misunderstanding on how things like this works. All right. Hopefully you guys understand. If you don't understand, you can actually contact our support team. They will explain further to you. Thank you.